Hey guys, this is the second part of the It review. We couldn't go and finish it last time because we had some time constraints, so this time we're going to go and talk about the ending. But before we do that, I want to give a brief mention to the death of Sid Haig. Many of you might know him as Captain Spaulding from I call it the Firefly trilogy, or House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell, which hasn't been released yet at this time. So, do you guys have any connection with the movies? Like, are you guys big fans of them, or have you always just been kind of like, they're there?
Yeah, I've just sort of been, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
I respect them for what they are.
Yeah.
And may he rest easy.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Devil's Rejects as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw The House of a Thousand Corpses for the first time, like last year, I think, actually. But he's a great part of both of those.
Yeah. I was going and I shared something from Rob Zombie that essentially he was like giving his last bits of interaction with Sid Haig before he died. Mm-hmm. And I guess he played Captain Jason and Captain something. I don't remember the name of the movie, but yeah. And essentially it was like he gave up on acting for a long time, and then he met him at a hotel in Universal, and they were talking about it, and he was like, oh, I'd love to have you in my movie. And then they did House of a Thousand Corpses, and that kind of revitalized, like, holy shit, I could be a movie star again because people know me as this character. Yeah. House of a Thousand Corpses was one of the first horror movies I ever watched. It was like that, Jaws, House of Wax, and the Child's Play movies. And, it's one of those movies that, people either absolutely fucking love or people hate. But I definitely think of all of Rob Zombie's movies, those are definitely the more accepted as, like, everyone loves them. Right. And, I just wanted to go and introduce this because I think he died, 2 days ago?
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So,
Yesterday September 21st, so that was 2 days ago.
Okay. Yeah. So, as of today, it was 2 days ago, but, I want to give a brief mention to him because, he is, I think, one of the most iconic people in horror in the last 20 years. Like, one of the most iconic characters. But, Pennywise, eat my fucking asshole. Let's get straight into this. What's up, guys? This is the Easy 3 podcast.
What's up, gamers? We're back.
You got one, Mabry?
I am the eater of worlds. And we'll get back to that in a second.
Woo! God bless. All right, so last we talked about, we were talking about when they first came into the house after, they were like, all right, we need to go and get rid of him and do this ritual.
Right.
So, yeah. Let's get straight into it. I thought the house scene, and I know a bunch of people have brought this up before, this is basically just the first movie.
I understand the concept they're going for of, like, facing your trauma, like, facing your childhood trauma, but it's just done in such a way that is so exhausting to watch, and you're just watching the first movie again.
Yeah.
And you're just literally rewatching the first movie. And it's such an assault on your eyes and your I'm not happy.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, trust me, we know.
Yeah. No, I saw your post about the screenplay being absolute trash, and I'm like, she's not completely wrong. I mean, it's not
a lot of feedback on that one.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a horrible movie, but I think it is like.
No. It's enjoyable to watch. It is funny.
It is funny.
It is it.
It is it. It's it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's
just like the first just like the miniseries in the 90s, it's
It just doesn't.
The second part is by far the
second part
worst.
is a
Yeah.
lot more disappointing than the first part.
Which I understand, and like we were talking about last time, they had to fit a lot of stuff in,
Right.
so obviously they had to cut out a lot, which I understand. But it's like, I don't know, just after, because I originally liked it better than the first one,
Mhm.
and now that I've let it sit
You
and
let
kind of
it
thought
sit,
about
that's
it,
Yeah.
it's not anywhere near as good.
No, you do not connect to these characters in the same way you connect to those kids. And you almost can't. You almost can't because it flashes back to them being kids so much.
Yeah.
Like you don't really. I feel. Jesus Christ.
And it's just, I don't know, I feel like, go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just going to say, I find it ironic because the very first time we talked about it, maybe it was like, I loved it.
I
And
did when I first saw it. But even sitting in the theater, I remember just feeling kind of like something's off.
Yeah.
But I loved it because I was so excited for it for 2 years.
Yeah.
That walking out, I would have taken anything.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, I definitely think it's one of those movies that, having so much love for the first one, you're going to have that love for this one.
It's like how people felt about the Star Wars prequels. They're like, hell yeah, Star Wars is back. But then they thought about it and they're like,
Wait a minute.
It's fucking stupid.
sand? I hate sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. That shouldn't be in there.
Okay. I was thinking about this. It hit me after the last thing we talked about. I'm backtracking a little bit. But when they weren't
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
Okay. When they went back to get their tokens, for some reason Bill had two different. So he goes and finds his bike,
Oh.
but that's not his token.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like,
So
I don't know if that's.
He gets a whole separate scene that could have been used for something else.
Yeah.
That could have filled time somewhere.
I don't have as much problem with that because, I mean, I just think that was about finding his bike. I guess I didn't care that was supposed to be his token or whatever.
No, it was just, it felt like a.
I thought that was going to be his token. I'm like, what?
But then it's like, oh wait, no, that's not it. He gets another scene.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if we mentioned this last time, but that's the scene where Stephen King has his cameo.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be Pennywise or something.
Stephen King.
I was waiting for it. I was like,
see, that's already better than what I got.
I was like, he's gonna do something wacky. Just watch.
Wacky wild. Also, Ben, when he went back to the school, he had no reason to go back to the school. Because he didn't get, he had his, where do I put this mic?
Put it up here. We're getting overheads.
I'll hang it from this end. When Ben went back to the school, he already had his thing. He already had in his wallet. So everyone else's was going back and facing something, but his was just like, oh yeah, I do remember that happening. And then
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I guess you're right.
It was just, I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
He's like, oh, I'm at the school again for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that happened. I'm an adult walking into this school.
Because after it happened, he just kind of walked back out. He didn't get anything. He didn't do anything. It was just like, oh. Yeah,
that was just an unnecessary.
Ben's arc is just not good.
It's not.
Why are you hot? Stop being hot. Stop it.
That's his shtick. Is just hot.
Yeah, he's now skinny, he's like buff, hot, and
rich,
fucking and rich, and I get it. That's cool, good for him. But it's like, what's his personality?
What does it do for us?
Yeah. So let's get back to our progression of this breakdown. So I think I didn't really like the house scene. I thought. I'm glad they kind of went down to the cave and it was something different, so we didn't marinate on it too long. But when the body parts are in the fridge and it just opens and his head rolls out, and then the fucking tentacles or not tentacles, the
Isn't that the same scene from The Thing? I believe that's the same scene from The Thing, and Bill Hader says the same exact line.
Yeah, it is. It's something very similar.
Why?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she sent me a video. It was like from Looper, I think, and it was like basically talking about all these scenes, like Easter eggs. Yeah, Easter eggs.
It feels like they filled this movie with so many Easter eggs that you weren't actually watching a movie.
Yeah. Like it's kind of.
Remember this from that other thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
This is cool.
That's
right?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Check this out.
But I think when they go down into the cave and they're doing the ritual, I was kind of like.
Well, before that, I thought the bit with the Pomeranian was kind of funny.
No, that's in the cave. Remember, they're like hiding, and then they find the doors.
Which
Disregard
is also
my last statement.
Yeah, which that I thought was funny, but goddamn, was that CGI terrible?
Wasn't that also from the thing?
Yeah, but the CGI was better.
Because it wasn't CGI.
No, it was on practical effects.
Right.
Which
why weren't there more of those?
That's what I'm saying.
Anyways,
but yeah.
Let's get back to it.
But when they go down and essentially they're just like, oh, all these fucking tokens. No, what do they call? What they call them? Fuck, I'm stupid right now.
What?
The things that they collect.
The tokens.
Oh, okay. When they put all the tokens in there, I was half expecting him to get the bike and be like, "Why won't it fit?"
See, that would have been content.
Yeah. But no, like.
He rides his bike down there.
They set up a jump for him to go into.
It sucks it up and it's like really bad CGI from the 90s. It's like.
Pennywise is right.
Yeah. He's like, hey there, Billy. I got your bike.
I'm the hero of the world.
Well, we're not there yet.
Okay, keep going. The tokens, yeah.
Yeah, so put all the tokens in there and then they light it up.
Why didn't we get to see Mike get his... We didn't get to see any of Mike's shit.
Which one's Mike? Oh, I forgot who Mike was for a second.
What was Mike's
It was
token?
Mike. It was
the article about his parents burning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so then he had
Two crackheads burning.
Two crackheads.
I'm like, oh.
Fuck. No, it was the rock that Beverly threw at Bowers when they were kids, which I don't know how he would have acquired that, but okay.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Yes.
And then what happens directly? The 3 little blue balls come down, little lights, and
they're
Yeah, I hate blue balls.
They're chanting the what is it? The light, the dark light.
The light, dark light. The light, dark light.
The light, dark light.
Oh, yeah, what is it, though? Someone look it up.
Alright, I got it. I think it's like light the dark.
Find the darkness in the light.
They just do the Green Lantern thing.
Light up the dark.
In darkest day and blackest
Turn
night.
that light on.
No evil shall escape my sight. For those who
dark
worship
out here.
evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern flight.
I feel like a monster. Where's that Pennywise AMV?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's coming. I'm
There
gonna
has
make
to
it.
be
I'm gonna
one.
make it. Feel it deep within.
Where the fuck does it talk about it?
I can't escape myself.
So many times I tried, but I'm still
Alright, stop.
This is how we fill time on this podcast.
Fuck, I can't find it anywhere. Like
Okay,
what they were
Look up
actually.
the description of the.
I'm gonna keep going. We'll just get back to it.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, so they're chanting the dark light thing. I guess with the lid on, and I do like the balloon, where the balloon like was popping out of the the thing. And they're like, what's going on? Mike,
A little freestyle there.
Mike, what's going on? Mike. I did like that part. But that looked pretty It's just me talking right now because everyone else is on their fucking phone.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Alright, guys, welcome back to the Mabry cast.
Wow, this is what it's like talking to yourself, huh?
Yeah,
Oh man.
but not this much production value. Alright, so.
No, but
I looked it up on Google.
that scene was kind of cool though.
Yeah, so they were doing the chant. The
Don't
balloon
remember.
came out, and then the deadlights came down.
Yeah,
And then
balloon.
yeah, the
Balloon
balloon,
popped out.
and then
And then it blows up, and then it's
Yeah.
it's like a pipe bomb.
yeah, and then Pennywise comes out, and
Why didn't it work, Mikey?
and he's like, wasn't it you had to do a sacrifice, like all of them had to
He's
die
like,
for it?
why it didn't work, Mikey?
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, because the Indians ended up dying, or so he killed the Indians, but he was like, because they didn't believe. I thought if we believed, then we could kill them, but they didn't believe.
Why does Mike sound like that? He doesn't sound like
I
that.
think that's how he sounded. That's how I thought.
That's how I saw it.
That sounds fun.
And then he turns into the giant spider form.
Giant spider.
Which I'm glad they kept with him looking like the clown instead of in the
crab
Yeah.
type shit.
crab spider
that
thing.
killed me in the original. I was like,
Oh my god.
this is what it led to, huh?
This is
Yeah.
it. This just
That's
stabbed
what
it with
it
like a
is.
stick.
Yeah.
That really did it. For
And
me.
then they're basically trying to go and escape from him, and he
Yeah.
does the absolute shit job at trying to go and get any of them.
That's what are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? He really can't tell that Mike is sitting behind a rock like 10 feet away from him?
Or like go and shrink down and go and get them individually. He's like,
Right.
oh, I can always change its form. I can control their feels, but I can't do anything.
I'm the eater of worlds, but I can't get into this cave that I've
Yeah.
lived in for how many years?
Yeah, I just thought that was fucking stupid. And then they go into different nightmare scenarios, which I thought was kind of cool.
Turn light into dark.
Thank you.
God, it took us that long to
God.
find it.
We're professionals, baby.
Yes. So then they do all the nightmare scenarios, which
Yeah.
I kind of liked, where it was Bev's and
Ben, yeah.
Ben. Yes, thank you. I forgot his name for a second. I thought that was by far the coolest one.
I didn't, don't know if I needed the Here's Johnny out of Bowers.
Yeah,
Didn't know if I needed that. But
yeah.
It's okay.
It's another reference.
It's
Am I
another
right?
So that scene wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I
Then
didn't like how many times I had to hear the fucking poem.
which poem?
Your hair is winter fire.
Oh
He
yeah.
screams, he's like, your hair is winter fire. They get through that whole scene, and then the next thing is your hair is winter fire. Like they just.
Yeah. They really wanted to drive it
They
home that
really
her hair
wanted
is
to-
winter fire.
This is the poem. I wrote it, which she figured out that he wrote it in the first movie. So I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I just rewatched it.
How does it hold up?
It's so much better. So good.
You like rewatch this one, you're like,
God,
God, it fucking
It's
sucks.
So good.
But yeah, I and then I think the scene where they get to the Pomeranian, where it's like scary,
Yeah.
not so scary, not scary at all, and then you're just kind of like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
You're like, okay, this is a bit
Yeah,
that maybe could have been filled with something else. But
yeah.
that's
Like the
fine.
Pomeranian, I was like, oh, it's
It's a
Pomeranian.
fucking dog.
And then it turns
Well,
into
there's a
the
lot of
fucking
dogs.
CGI of the
Hater made a
Scooby-Doo
joke
monster.
about that
No,
earlier.
I know. But, and then it turned into the little Scooby-Doo fucking monster thing. I was like, this ain't it,
Janky.
guys.
Zoink Scoob!
That's good.
Good practice.
Like,
Oh,
Zoink
yes.
Scoob, we gotta escape the it monster. The Pennywise.
Yo, Pennywise, dude, chill out!
Pennywise, eat my fucking asshole, dude.
That's my bit. What was I gonna say? they found the girl's legs.
Yeah, which I forgot that in the first movie, the girl that was hanging up, and like the top half of her was hanging up and the bottom half was gone.
Yeah.
And then you see her legs coming out, and I'm like, oh, got it.
I get it. Yeah, I don't know. That scene felt weird.
Yeah.
Again, it was like you're just going back to the first movie.
Yeah. Which I feel like this movie, and like I said, I didn't read the book, but I don't think it should have been like, okay, we're gonna do this so fucking much like the first movie. Like, I don't know if there was a bunch of references in the book like that, but I feel like they should have maybe done their own shit. Like some recalls are fine, but not every fucking scene is like, oh, it was like in the first movie.
Right. Well, in the book, it's you meet them as adults, and it's like as they're all returning back, they're having like these inner monologues, and then it flashes back to them as kids, and you're just going through the motions of like how they all meet the clown, how they all meet each other.
Yeah.
So it's done differently in the movies, whereas you meet them as kids, and then
yeah.
So I don't know. So they're Lily and Ben find each other. Stupid door things. They're back in the cave.
And then I'm trying to remember what happens right after
Bill, he ends up in his basement.
Oh, yeah.
That scene was good. That scene made sense. Because he was confronting himself.
Yeah, I like that scene.
And putting his issues to rest, but why couldn't everyone else have had...
The kid who played Georgie got to have a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
But then it was ruined again with that weird CGI. Younger Bill ended up looking like a weird PS2 character at the end there. And I was like, oh, that was a great scene, but okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The CGI really fucking ruined it.
PS2 built-in.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
You're not.
It was bad. It was very bad.
So I'm just reading about how the novel ends compared to the movie, and it's a lot. It's kind of different.
Oh,
so let's kind of.
That's why I think people are having such a hard time adapting, at least the second part, because it's a lot headier in the novel, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. Stephen King couldn't just write a. He couldn't just chill a little bit. It had to be.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Yeah, like this turtle spat up the universe, and he fights Pennywise. I'm like,
I get it. It's hard to adapt in any way that makes sense.
Bill goes into the Deadlights, and he goes into the Macroverse, and that's when he meets the turtle.
Yeah.
And the turtle tells him about the universe.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then he has to bite its tongue, but not with his own teeth, with mental teeth.
What?
Yeah. It's a.
What I'm saying is, I get that they don't know how to film that, because who the fuck would?
He just turns into Professor Xavier, just fucking.
You can't blame him. You really can't.
But at the same time, be better.
Do better.
Yeah.
Do better.
And then when they're like, if you believe the spear it slays monsters.
If you believe it does.
if
you believe it will.
And thank you. And that scene where Bill Hader gets caught in the deadlights looks like an Evil Dead scene.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love it.
Oh, I got you now, you son of.
Yeah, that fucking killed me. I was dead.
It was good, but again, it just felt out of play. It felt like I was watching a different movie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
I thought it was very cool how they did the lights, how it was going through his mouth.
Is this when?
Yeah.
Is this when Eddie gets injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
whenever he throws the spear. And then what happens to him right after he throws the spear?
He's like, I did it, I killed it!
Oh, and then it stabs him in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we'll get to
We'll
it,
get
and
to
then
it.
he's alive for like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's like,
We'll
hey,
get to it.
yeah, hey guys, I'm still here.
I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
that part did
Fuck.
that part did kill me. I was like, God damn, this is so good.
Oh, these boys, they're so bad. Yeah, so that happens. What was Pennywise doing? Oh, he was stabbed or something. Yeah, he fell in the
Well, I don't
rock.
I mean, I guess this is the point where they're like, well, he's so big, we can make him smaller
All living
by...
things must inhabit the shape they or what is it?
Yeah.
All living things must adhere to the shape they have or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Some shit like that. Like,
Make
we
him
gotta
smaller.
make him smaller.
And then they just roast him to death. I was fucking.
yeah.
Go to the cave because he can get smaller. Get into the cave. And then they immediately just nope.
They're just like, you coward, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but he finally corners them.
After how long?
Yeah, after he should have killed all of them like 27 times.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, we gotta make him feel small. You're a piece of shit fucking clown.
You're a bully.
Yeah, you're a coward.
Clown.
Yeah, just kept on
5'8"
shouting.
piece of shit,
You're a
boy.
clown.
You little 5'8".
Little fucking mouse looking ass, fucking can't even get it up, fucking Pennywise, fucking logic looking clown ass, fucking red nose, fucking dipped in shit from dipping it up Eddie's asshole looking ass, fucking just keep on going in. And they're just like, and then you just start shrinking and
Holy
shrinking.
Wait.
Alright, hit us with it.
Aha! And then he comes in, he's all small looking like a ball sack. I am the eater of worlds. I am the eater of worlds. I am the eater of worlds. You just kind of feel bad for him there.
And then they fucking rip his heart out, and I was like,
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
okay.
No, his little hands, you just feel bad for him.
Yeah, he looks like a little
He's a
fucking
little
baby.
And
And they're just like,
oh.
fuck you, Pennywise, moves his hands out of the way and just rips out his heart. It's like, yeah.
I like in this article that I'm reading, it says, in the end, they defeat Pennywise by making him feel really bad about himself.
I was like, oh,
That's-
guys, come on.
That's true.
It's not.
Which I like that concept. I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, them roasting him to death.
It's like they're taking figurative themes, but they're making it literal, and it's very
Yeah.
uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Like the facing your childhood trauma thing and getting like
Yeah,
they made it literal, so it looked weird. The making it small, they did it literal, and it looked weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like- I don't know.
I just think in general it was one of those where it's like, why are you doing it like this?
Yeah.
They
The
could.
whole time, I'm like, why did they do that?
Yeah, like as kids, I can understand why they were kind of doing it like that, but when it's like, oh, you're fucking in your 40s or
That's what I'm
30s,
saying.
whatever,
You have
now,
mortgages now. Like, you
Yeah.
have real problems.
and they're just like,
Your
oh,
wife's leaving you.
Yeah.
You got problems.
yeah,
Right.
Your
it's
husband
like,
beats you. You
Yeah,
have
like-
problems.
yeah,
Right. Which, hers is really the only way it makes sense because she continued with the same trauma.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
But Richie's in the first movie was clowns. Remember? When they're like, what are you scared of? And he's like, clowns. What the fuck happened in this movie? Paul Bunyan?
yeah. I didn't get
Paul
that.
Bunyan and he's gay. What happened?
Yeah,
Alright, well, back
Pennywise
to the-
hates gay people.
Pennywise is homophobic.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
No, but I don't know. It did affect me, the whole Richie Eddie stuff at the end, though.
Yeah, I thought that.
when they
Well,
all
hold on.
jump-
Let's kind of get into that because we're like wrapping it up. with that, and that's like the
Yeah,
very
that's-
end of the movie.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I am the hero.
Well, yeah, after
Hey,
that
the
is when the
hero
place
was-
starts to collapse. They're
Yeah,
like, let's
or they
get the
run
fuck
over,
outta
like
here.
Richie's like,
She's like,
Eddie, Eddie.
Eddie!
They run over and he's fucking dead. And, like,
Yeah, and then they run out, and then the whole place collapses. So
and
okay.
the whole time they had Bill Hader like trying to run back for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt weird. Like I got the first couple shots, but then it's like they get all the way out of the house. Don't know how they climbed up that well so fast.
Yeah.
That's not my business. They get out in record time.
oh yeah, Olympic level.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. And then the whole house just caves in, and Richie is they're still holding him back.
Yeah.
They're still like, Eddie, no. You gotta, not Eddie. Richie, no. Richie, no, you gotta leave him.
Gotta leave
And it's
them.
then,
He's in distress.
Yeah.
I get it.
And then we get to where they all go to the cliff area and they dive in.
I hated that scene in both movies because they dive in from such a height, but then you see them sitting there.
Yeah.
Sitting in the water.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was kind of weird
And
too.
it's like they're sitting there, and then Richie's like, I lost my glasses. And then they're all just sitting or standing, they dive in and go
Yeah.
to the bottom and look for the glasses. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't adding up. I'm doing the math. I've gone over the numbers.
You're like,
It's not adding up.
And then that's when it gets to like they realize that he was in love with him, and I guess I kind of understand it, but I never got that like secret love for him, like in love with him.
No, because it's like it wasn't a theme in the first movie.
Yeah, and I don't feel
It's
like
not in
they
the- it's not in
ever.
the book.
Yeah, I feel like they never really set it up. I always figured like, oh, that's my best friend,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh no,
Like
he loved
even
him.
in the flashbacks as they were kids, it wasn't. You don't.
Yeah, I never got like, oh, there's like some attraction there, and I get it was always like, oh, he fucked your mom, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but I figured that was just him messing
Yeah.
around with everybody,
It felt very.
out of
It
place.
felt really out of place.
Yeah,
Also, Pennywise hates gays.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he kills
Now,
Eddie,
there's
which
like
is
full articles, like really like serious articles of people
yeah, no,
breaking
and
down
I'm like,
how Pennywise is homophobic, but they're completely ignoring the fact that he's like a child-eating clown.
yeah. Well, that's
But
because.
he doesn't
Yeah.
like gays.
That's because
Okay.
Vice is like, oh, they made this character gay, and Pennywise kills him, so obviously he's just the newest gay fearmonger.
Yeah,
He wants to go and kill all of
Right.
them.
Transdimensional demon. He probably hates everyone.
But he
No,
targeted
no.
gays.
But the
He
gays,
hates gays.
He's targeting the gays.
Yeah. And that's when I realized, wow, we're fucking stupid as a society.
Pennywise, eat my ass. Just in case you're listening.
God damn. Bill
Oh
Skarsgård
yeah,
fucking...
we didn't talk about the scars that they brought up at the beginning of the movie, but then never talked about through the whole time, and at the end,
Yeah.
they go,
Oh yeah, I forgot. As they're walking back from...
Scars.
You see, I think, one person's scar? I think you
Yeah,
see
it was
Beverly's
Bev's,
scar.
yeah.
You see
they're
her scar.
gone.
The very beginning of the movie.
Remember these?
I completely forgot about that until they brought up at the end. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they set it up, but Bill looks at his hand. But you never see it.
Mm.
Then you see Beverly's scar. And then at the end, guys, they're gone. What a waste of my time. What an absolute waste of my time.
Yeah.
I liked the little theme that they had at the end. The little, you saw it.
Oh, our whole thing was to talk about Stan.
Huh?
Remember?
Stan.
Yes, Stan. We made a big deal about that.
Oh, Stanley! I forgot about him! Holy
Fuck
shit!
Stanley.
Yeah, everyone else did too.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
God damn. As soon as you said Stan, I'm like, or you mean like a stan of somebody? Like a fan?
Yeah, we stand anyway. Yeah.
No, but at the end, Stan sent them all letters, and he's like, I killed myself to help you.
Because I knew I was a little
Because I
bitch.
was-
Yeah.
I'm a little bitch boy.
I'm a little bitch baby.
So I just fucking offed myself.
I didn't understand
Which
that
I'm
either.
sure there's a lot of articles about that saying that suicide.
What a
is
brave
positive.
hero.
It's in the fucking like, it's
So,
and I think last time I brought up something that he didn't write it on the wall, but he did. You just did flash so quickly.
Yeah.
So it did stay through.
Yeah. And I just, in general, I thought the movie was just... the more and more I think about it, the more I think it missed its marker.
It did. It feels like you leave and you feel this sense of and like you didn't get.
like you feel like a monster.
What an animal.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
Anyway. No, you can just feel like a sense of emptiness. Like that's what I felt when I left. I mean, I usually feel a sense of emptiness.
Jesus Christ, I was waiting for it. No, I mean, I liked it when I first left. I was like, oh, wow, it didn't... The only thing that I didn't really like about the first movie was it would set up a scene for, it would set up a creepy atmosphere and then completely ruin it with comedy or something.
And it did that in this one, but worse.
See, I think it sat on it better, though.
But even the creepy scenes that it set up
weren't that creepy,
were ruined by the CGI.
Yeah.
It became a comedy.
Which I'm sure this movie had a pretty big budget and they did not use it.
No, they did not use it at all. Not even in the slightest.
Yeah, it was bad.
I saw a picture of Sophia Lillis. With
Young Beverly.
Yeah, it was like a behind the scenes thing with the actor who played her with the fire when she was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
But she had special effects makeup on.
Yeah.
She looked great.
Mm-hmm.
You could have just left that in. But no, they CGI'd over it. And she looked great. It looked great.
Yeah.
So what I'm assuming is there's these special effects artists that did work and that they went through after.
See, but my whole thing is the first movie, the special effects look great.
They look great.
And then the second one, I'm like, how do you fuck that up so bad?
And it just, I'm just not happy.
Yeah, it was. They definitely missed their marker.
I don't think this property should be touched for quite a while.
Yeah.
For another 27 years.
Yeah, specifically.
If you will.
Isn't that how long it was, though?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah,
Well, no, I don't think it was.
Yeah.
No,
1990 to 2017.
No, the most recent It came out 2017.
Yeah, okay. But I thought it was also if you add all the numbers together, it equals 27.
That was also a thing, but I don't know if that's.
I think it might just be a
It might be a
coincidence.
coincidence. The release.
Or is it?
Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I will say I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The amazing.
Oh, my favorite track, for sure.
For every trailer ever, the
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
No, the music was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some very good shots.
Mm.
I'm gonna talk about some positives.
Andy Muschietti's a good director.
He's a great director. I think what happened was the screenplay that he was given to direct with was garbage.
Yeah, let's look these motherfuckers
It's
up.
Gary Doberman.
Let's fucking roast
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Gary Doberman.
Yeah, you're right.
Trash. Absolute garbage.
Men are dogs, and this one is no different. That fucking Doberman.
Gary Doberman. He's done. Well.
Yeah.
If you say good work, I'm only
Yeah,
combative
yeah.
with saying not on chapter 2.
He's done
He's done some bad work.
a couple good things.
Well,
That
that's-
being the second Annabelle creation. Good fucking movie.
So let's see. Cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I haven't.
Let
I
it go.
just recently saw Conjuring 2. Just recently saw
Oh,
it.
that's so good.
It is
It's
good. It is good.
The Conjuring's nailed it.
Yeah.
Conjuring's nailed it.
The first two, perfect.
I
rest
think
of the
he wrote. I think
The
he
rest
did
of the franchise they created.
Hey.
Besides Annabelle 2, I've heard is
Besides Annabelle 2.
trash.
Oh, he did the Nun.
Oh.
He did the Nun.
He also
Wait,
did
did he work on
Annabelle
all the
Home.
Conjuring movies?
Trash.
I don't remember.
the Conjuring verse.
I think the first two actual Conjurings were written by good writers. So.
Yeah, no, but like, so the first, I didn't really understand the first shot of the movie, where it's Beverly floating in the deadlights.
Oh.
The very first shot, and it's just screaming. The very first shot.
Okay, yeah.
That felt weird.
Oh, chapter 2?
Yeah,
the
chapter
very first
2.
shot was
The
her
first
just
shot-
sitting in the
I
deadlights.
thought the first shot was them.
No,
opening
and
up.
then it goes to them at the fair. I remember that now.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The transitions were pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the filming was very good.
Yeah. I think overall it was put together well. I just think it was... There were some decisions in there they could have done
The
a lot
execution
better.
was off.
Yeah, the execution was off.
I mean, we talked about the actors last time.
Yeah. All of the actors I think did very well.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single performance where I was like, wow, that was trash.
Except for, like, what was it, Jay Ryan? That was Ben.
That's dead.
Well,
But again, you don't have a character.
Yeah.
You barely have a character for Ben.
yeah, it's like the only thing that happened is it's like you're the after photo. That's what your personality is.
Yes. That's it.
And I said last time, like Jessica Chastain and James McAvoy.
Oh yeah.
Held back.
Hell bad.
Yeah. But I mean, they still did good. They just didn't do as good as they normally do.
No. And it's not their fault. Again, not their fault.
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
not-
They had to work with what they had.
Yeah.
The actor who did Stan, I think he did a lovely job.
And
For
that
the
all
whole
2
5
minutes.
I really connected with that character.
Yeah, for sure. He had the best art.
Absolutely. Mike, I just never. His
Yeah.
character just never felt.
Even when he was on screen, he was like,
You didn't want
guys.
to watch.
"It's Mike." He just was barely there.
Yeah.
Bill? It's Mike.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Mike Hanlon
Oh Jesus.
from Derry.
I did like
It's
there
back.
were just unnecessary lengths of this movie that could have been filled with something else.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
It's Mike. Mike Hanlon.
Like instead of doing that,
From
they could have
Derry.
dealt like
It's back.
they could have dived into them, like the characters as adults. They could have done more of this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go back to that. No, there are a few scenes that I did really like, and it was all of the scenes that Bill Skarsgård was in because he absolutely kills it.
Yep.
He absolutely kills it.
Yep.
I know we talked about this last time, but from the trailer that showed all the time where Bev was visiting the old lady.
Yes.
I thought that was going to be really cool, and then they're like, "Oh, let's turn her into a CGI fucking monster." I'm like,
Ruin it.
she looks like one of the crazy demons that Beavis and Butthead saw in the desert when they started tripping acid.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
It felt Evil Dead. No, it felt Army of Darkness. That's what it
no,
felt like.
Army of Darkness at least looked better than that.
Yeah, but like campy.
Yeah, like
That's what
campy
it
as
felt
fuck.
like.
It was just, I don't know. There were so many scenes in it. I'm like, it just
They
does
set it
not
up to
look
be so
good.
good and it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, but like Bill Skarsgård, especially in that scene when it's just him with the prosthetics.
Yeah. And you start seeing the scars coming
Like,
up,
when he rips
like
it,
over his
he
eye.
rips-
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just him, just drooling all over the place. Andy.
Yes, and you're just like, God, I wish he was drooling all over me.
That's what I'm saying. No, I was watching a behind the scenes thing because I have the with the Blu-ray it comes with the behind the scenes thing for the first movie. And it was just an interview with Bill Skarsgård, and he was like, and then like I think it was Jack Grazer, and he was like, yeah, Andy has a thing with spit. He really likes spit. And then it cuts to Bill, and he's like, well, yeah. So it was it's just. I have to get into character, and I'm spitting a lot, and it's when they're in the house, and like he's grabbing Eddie, and like choking him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, like I'm in the scene, and I can't stop what I'm doing because we're filming, and I'm spitting all over him, and he's choking me because there's spit in his mouth, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I wish that was.
I was waiting for that.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that for a sec, but
Oh, that's where I'm going with that. No, yeah. So the whole movie, I'm just like counting how much Bill is spitting, and it's a lot. It's a lot of spit in that movie.
I never thought about it, but yeah, I guess he does.
Yeah, there's a lot of spit.
Especially when we were just talking about, but when he's like putting the makeup on, he's like, I will get you. And I'm like, all right, Daffy Duck, calm down.
God, he's so good.
Yeah.
I know that the final scene that they shot for the movie was when Ben is like sinking in the clubhouse.
In the dirt, yeah.
And Pennywise comes up and like, you're just a fatty loser.
Fatty loser.
Oh yeah.
Deep down, I'm still just. I really like that scene. Like not the lines because I think that's stupid.
No.
But,
Most of his lines were pretty dumb,
But the way he like, the way he slides in and his head like flips around like backwards and just that transition was good. I really like that.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Anything else on It Chapter 2?
Do you want me to keep going?
Well, do you have like any other points we haven't talked about?
Yes.
Yes.
In the first movie, there was a deleted scene, and I guess this might be why they redid it. I don't know, but it's where Stan. It's in the second movie where Stan is doing his He's a Bar Mitzvah thing.
Mm.
So that exact shot is a deleted scene from the first movie, but the lines are completely different. So I'm just confused as to why they didn't
Keep that scene.
keep that scene.
And add
Because-
something else in the second.
Because I know that meant they had to go and take this actor who's grown up,
Yeah.
CGI his face.
Maybe they felt like it didn't flow, or they were like, well, maybe we could have had better dialogue, or I don't know. That's at least what I'm thinking, is that they were like, maybe we could do something better.
It gave me the same effect.
Yeah.
Just he said something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like Stan's character.
Well, I don't really remember him from the first movie, and the second movie he's barely in it, so...
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the name? I was gonna say?
Get there. We got it.
Hey.
I don't know if I got it.
Oh.
Well, maybe it's time to wrap this little franchise up. And,
Okay, I wanted to go into one more subject,
Yeah.
not related to It Chapter 2, but after this.
Let me just say, I feel like with the amount of money this movie has made, they're gonna make another one.
like
Like,
a prequel.
I'm hoping.
Like, you're talking about the Pennywise movie where it explains his origins?
Maybe, but all I'm saying is
That's such a weird idea.
Yeah.
it's a weird idea. But this movie
But if
had a
there's
lot of money. And
Well,
there's a lot
yeah,
of
but I feel like...
If there's not a Pennywise versus God Turtle
then if there's
anime
not,
fight,
there's
then
not a Pennywise versus Godzilla, I'm out. That's it.
I'm done with this
Done.
life
Yeah.
after that.
Take me out. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely think they could if they wanted to, like budget-wise, but I don't know what they do with it, because I highly doubt they would do a Pennywise origin movie. I mean, I've been wrong before, but I just think that a lot of people would be like, this is
You usually
fucking
are.
too weird. But I don't know. Who
We'll
knows?
see. Unless they just choose some other Stephen King novel. I don't know at this point.
Yeah.
Gary Doberman, please stay away. For the love of God. I don't know.
Keep writing
My review of this movie is do better.
Well, okay.
Also,
What would you guys? Wait, what? Oh, what would you guys rate this out of 10? Like your personal ratings. That's my rating.
I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a light 6.
Yeah.
Strong 5 to a light 6.
Yeah. I'll give it a 7.
Oh.
After all that, you give it a 7? Your
I'll give it a
reviews,
six. I'll give
your
it a six
reviews
and a half.
sound like a 2.
I'll
and
give
now
it a
you're
six and a
saying-
half. I'll give it a six and a half.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
But again, I was so excited. I have not been this excited for a movie to come out in years.
Yeah.
Like, this was the first horror movie in years that I've genuinely enjoyed and been excited about. And, like, I've been excited for it for 2 years now.
Mhm. Were you
So I
excited
think
for
that's-
the first It, like when they announced it? Or was it kind of
not-
like, oh, I'll watch it?
Not as excited.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a huge fan of the original. I was excited for it, but, like, not... I didn't know what to expect. Because, again, I didn't care for the first one.
Mhm.
But then after I saw it, I was like, this is amazing. Like, I haven't, like, fallen in love with, like a horror character.
Yeah.
Forever.
Right.
So I was so excited for this. And then I was extremely let down. So I think I enjoy it more that I have another half to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will rewatch the first one all the time.
Yeah.
And I think now I'm just like, oh, I have more Pennywise to watch. Cool!
Sweet.
I get that.
But
Yeah.
the execution was... I'll give it a 6. That's good.
I mean, you guys basically... I would give it maybe a 7, just for the fact that I think the parts that are bad are really bad, like
Right.
the fucking CGI. But I think overall it was a pretty good movie.
I mean, I watched it more than once.
Yeah.
Like, I paid for it more than once.
Yeah. So it's definitely not a movie that'd be like, all right, let's put in Pennywise or fucking It Chapter 2. But it's a movie I'd be like,
Put in Pennywise Eats My Ass. Wait, that's a different.
sorry, that's a whole movie, movie.
No, don't put that one in.
Ooh, Loki, gotta get them cheeks.
I am the eater of ass.
Oh, you hit something there, Mabry.
Oh,
That's,
thank you.
that's-
I'm in it there.
Hollywood, if you're listening, I'm available.
You said you wanted to bring up something else.
Yeah.
Well, it's already an hour and 50 minutes in.
Holy shit!
Think about it.
Talking that long?
That's because I'm combining it with the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's all. Oh,
So
we've
it's
only been going for
it's like 50
35.
minutes. 50 minutes.
Okay.
Because the last one ended at 57.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Wait, you say an hour 50 or 15?
an hour and 50.
Oh.
We just passed an hour and
We're
50.
cooking on this cast.
Yeah. So, but have you seen Ready or Not?
No.
All right, maybe you'll have to, if you can get around to watching it, and I want to talk about that movie because it's so fucking good.
Oh,
Is it?
Ready or Not, so good.
Is
Yeah.
it?
We're
Yes.
gonna have a ton of fun with
So it's one of those movies, I take away everything like, oh, this is really good. Because I normally try and like distance myself from reviews
Right,
of horror
I don't like
movies.
to because
Because most
then
people,
you end up with it chapter 2 where you walk in expecting
Yeah.
it to be really bad.
well, not even that, but people will like be like, oh, Insidious 38 was so damn great. And then you watch it and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I want to see for myself, see if I enjoy it. And I walked into this movie. Oh my God, it has so much fun with itself in the right moments and
It
builds
knows
up good
exactly
suspense.
What it is.
Yes.
It's good tension.
The ending is kind of
I
weird.
forgot the lead chick's name, but she's really good.
Oh,
and
Grace?
She's not
Yeah.
not Margot Robbie.
I
She's
do not
very good.
remember. I don't remember her actress.
Talking about the actress.
Yeah, I don't remember the actress's name. But yeah, she is so fucking good.
Shit.
She deserves
And
to
like
be
at
shot.
first, I was like, she's kind of, but she really proves herself throughout the movie, like doing really good, like convincing parts where it's like, oh shit, she looks actually scared.
Samara Weaving. That's
Yes.
it.
Ooh, I
Samara.
like that name.
Yeah.
She's Hugo Weaving's uncle, actually. Or
Uncle?
It's like, wait a minute.
niece. She's real.
Oh shit. Okay.
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 Oh,
But
Yeah.
we'll have to go and maybe talk about that on the
You
next
should-
one.
You need to check it out. Though.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
must-watch horror for this.
I'll have to,
Or
okay.
horror thriller.
Alright, well next time we'll chat about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been in theaters for what, like 2 weeks now?
Been like a month at this point.
Really?
Okay.
Or no, yeah. August 21st.
Shit.
Wow, holy
Okay,
shit.
I'll get to it.
You're like, when I'll get on Blu-ray sometime.
I'll see it.
I'll torrent it, I guess.
No.
But any other last little bits, guys? If you would have seen it, I would have gone more into that, but it's already getting kind of long.
There.
Yeah, no, I think our review is a
Are there any other movies coming out soon that we're looking forward to?
Honestly, I was.
The Shining.
Oh yeah, Doctor Sleep
Yeah,
for
Dr.
sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's another Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
don't know. I'm on the edge.
I haven't heard anything about it, and I'm trying to go in blind. I'm trying to go in blind.
Yeah, but
Oh, well, Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Zombieland 2.
Joker, which
Joker. Yeah.
Well, that is
The Lighthouse.
October 4th. Joker.
Joker's October 4th.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. I'm honestly pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about it.
Oh my god. There's a gallows. Do you guys remember the Gallows?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
Apparently, there's a sequel to that in
Did
October.
we ask for it?
I don't think anyone.
I don't
did.
think anyone asked for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't-
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Move on.
along now. Did you guys know there's another Black Christmas remake coming out this year?
Really?
Yes. It looks awful. I want to
Until
see
I
it.
get Krampus 2, I'm done watching Christmas horror.
Talk about that disappointed me.
I'm gonna
Right
stop you right there. You need to end this podcast